Okay, fifth grade. Today you have your printout of the Tiki face that you drew, and the first thing that you're going to notice is that I eliminated one half of the face. So we printed off one half, but right down the middle I left the other side blank. And the reason why I did that is I want to show you how you can draw something symmetrical on both sides, because I know even I struggle with getting both eyes to be in the same location and the same size. So this is a neat little trick. What you'll need is either a graphite stick or a pencil. My drawing here is pretty detailed, so I'm just going to use a regular pencil for this first part, and then I'll use the graphite stick for part number 2. So for part number 1, you're just going to take your pencil and you're going to trace over all of your lines really thick and dark. Okay, once you're done tracing your lines with a pencil or a graphite stick, and they're nice and dark, we're going to do what's called a graphite transfer, because we're using graphite either from the pencil or from a larger graphite stick. In order to transfer this side that I drew onto my blank side, I am going to go ahead and I am going to flip it so that I see the back side. And I want to take the blank half of my drawing, and I want to make sure that I'm folding my paper in half on the line that's down the middle of the paper. If you fold it not down the center line, the transfer is not going to work. So make sure that you're taking your time on this, making sure it's lined up before you go ahead and seal it. So if I were to flip this over, I would see my drawing, and if I flip it over, I'd see the back side. So I just folded my paper in half so that I can see my drawing and the second side. So the second part of this is going to be folding this over so that we no longer see our drawing at all. Okay. So I always tell people that this is the inside of our sandwich. Here's our peanut butter and our jelly. We're closing our sandwich up. This next part is only going to work if the top paper actually has the drawing. If you have it flipped and there's no drawing, this is not going to work. So, really slow. We're going to close it with the drawing on the left-hand side and putting it on our white piece of paper. For this, you'll want to use a graphite pencil because they're thicker, so it won't take as long as it would if you were using a pencil. You're just going to take this and you are going to just scribble over the top of your drawing. And what's happening is the pressure from your graphite stick is pushing on the graphite inside of your drawing, and it's pushing it onto the blank side of your drawing. You'll start seeing the outline as you do this. Once you're done and you have covered over your whole drawing, you open this back up. And it's probably pretty hard to see on the camera, but you can lightly see your drawing has been transferred from this side to this side. So if it's too light, you might want to go ahead and go over this darker and try it again. Otherwise, if you can see it, you'll grab your pencil and you can make your second side as dark as your first side. Alright you guys, there is a really cool trick called graphite transferring that's going to help make something symmetrical where you want something on the left side exactly the same on the right hand side. A face is a perfect example of symmetry balance, and this is a trick on how to get both sides exactly the same.